Greece is starting to register migrants at 4 new reception centers on islands near Turkey, in line with a demand from the EU. 5 were supposed to have been completed by the end of last year. The 5th, on Kos, is not yet ready. On Tuesday, Greek Defense Minister Panos Kamenos visited the new centers, called hotspots, on Leros and Chios. 2 more are on Lesbos and Samos. Greece says the influx of migrants from Turkey has diminished in recent days. Converted shipping containers and prefab shelters are being used to house thousands of migrants on the Greek islands. The EU says they must all be registered there and fingerprinted before going anywhere else. Last year more than 850,000 migrants, mostly refugees fleeing war and abuses in Syria, Iraq and Afghanistan, entered Greece as a gateway to the EU. Greece has been heavily criticized by EU partners for failing to register many of the migrants before they travel north through the EU. Germany is the target destination for most of them. EU border staff are helping Greece now. Greece says its EU partners must share the burden of accommodating migrants. It refuses to become a sort of holding center for the rest of Europe. Last week the EU set Greece a deadline of 3 months to fix its border controls, amid fears of another migration surge from Turkey when the weather improves. The crisis has put the EU's Schengen passport-free travel zone at risk. One after another, Schengen countries have imposed temporary border controls. European Council President Donald Tusk says expelling Greece from Schengen would in no way solve the EU's migrant crisis. The crisis will be high on the EU's agenda at a Brussels summit on Thursday.